Catapult has been partnering with over 500 teams of various sports all over the world, and we basically help them by using the system to generate data for a team to enhance player performance and to reduce the risk of injuries.
Ever since we started using the Catapult system, we have started to get more objective data. We know the training load of the players and we know exactly how much work have they done. So in that end, I think it's very useful for us in terms of our match preparation.
I think Catapult gives the managers, the coaching staff, the team a lot of data on players that they wouldn't get without the system. It tells you how far you've run, how many distance you covered, how many sprints. So if you know if you're fatigued, you know to cut down a little bit of training. If you need to do a bit more, so data don't lie.
The Catapult system has three main components: our S5 device, the vest where it's put on by each player, and our open field software interface, which allows all the data to be compiled and displayed in a very simple manner for all coaches to see.
Previously, before we used Catapult, it's just based on our eyes. But now with this data, even for the players themselves, they can see that, hey, today I am putting this amount of workload, or during this game, this is the distance that I've run. So it's easier for me to discuss with the players because they know at the end of the day there's this objective data, can't lie. And to be honest, the players are very excited. Whenever after training they will just come to me and ask, Coach, how do I do today?
We can always go up to Coach Herman and ask him what I've been working at, and he'll tell you. And then obviously you look at other players to see if they've been working higher than you or lower than you. So if someone's lower than the other, we have a little bit of banter with each other. So yeah, it's obviously good if you can try and get to the performance you want to be at. Obviously in the game we haven't wore this yet, so we don't know what our levels are at during the game. But yeah, like I said, if you use it in training, then you know what performance you should be at during the game.
It's good to see and compare the training load and with the predicted load of the session plan. So the coaches can, look and see how the players' condition, things like that.
For example, today we're doing a recovery session, so maybe sometimes they are doing a little bit too much for a recovery session. So it's not about doing too little. With this data, we can even know that the players are actually exerting a little bit too much. So with that, we can program the session according to the individual players.
Sometimes players who come out of injury, they need that information to gain match fitness. Because in the game you run about between 5 and 6 km. So this can tell you during a training session how far and how many miles you put on the body.
The Catapult system can actually tag the players according to their playing position. Sometimes as a striker, you don't really have to cover the whole field. But if you are a fullback, if you cover the same distance as a striker, then maybe something is not right with you.
In my position, it's about getting box to box. It's about high intensity runs, If I need to put in a little bit extra, and I'm not, the managers and the coaches can see that, so there's no hiding as well.
Science and football have combined now, and I feel this is very good to be introduced in Singapore, and this will improve the football.